They told you that power comes from speaking. They were wrong. The most dangerous people in any room aren't the loudest. They're the ones you forget are there. The ones watching. Calculating. Silent. You've felt it. That person who says almost nothing, yet everyone listens when they do. They see things others miss. They know things about you that you haven't even told yourself. By the end of this video, you'll understand why they're dangerous. And whether you're becoming one of them, or you're already prey to one. The illusion of visibility. The blue pill lie. Society runs on a simple contract: visibility equals power. Speak up in meetings. Build your personal brand. Share your wins. Make noise. Get noticed. Get promoted. Get rich. It's the script they've fed us since childhood. The extrovert wins. The loud voice gets the raise. The person with the biggest mouth owns the room. This is comforting. It's also a trap. The red pill truth. Here's what they don't tell you. The people who actually control outcomes rarely need to be seen. The quiet observer has discovered something fundamental about human psychology. People reveal their entire psychology through what they say. Every word is evidence. Every statement is a confession. While others are performing, the observer is collecting data. They watch how someone treats the waiter. How they react when they're wrong. What they really want versus what they say they want. By the time they speak, they've already mapped 3 moves ahead. If you're the observer, your silence is your moat. While others broadcast weakness through constant validation seeking, you're untouchable. You know their triggers before they do. You can predict, influence, and pivot without ever tipping your hand. If you're not the observer, be aware. That quiet person in your circle isn't disengaged. They're profiling you. Every secret you've spilled casually is now leverage they hold. The question isn't, are they listening? The question is, what will they do with what they know? If you're the observer, your silence is your moat. While others broadcast weakness through constant validation seeking, you're untouchable. You know their triggers before they do. You can predict, influence, and pivot without ever tipping your hand. If you're not the observer, be aware. That quiet person in your circle isn't disengaged. They're profiling you. Every secret you've spilled casually is now leverage they hold. The question isn't, are they listening? The question is, what will they do with what they know? Interactive test. Right now. Stop. Do this. Look at the last conversation you had. The person you were talking to, notice what they didn't say. Notice where they hesitated. Notice what topic made them lean forward or pull back. You just did what the observer does automatically. You read the silence. If that felt natural, you're already becoming one of them. If it felt impossible, then you've probably been read by someone like this without even knowing. The power of selective speech. The blue pill lie. Everyone deserves to know what you think. Authenticity means sharing everything. Be vulnerable. Overshare. That's how you build trust. The modern world celebrates the person who speaks their truth constantly. Therapy culture, confession culture, algorithm culture, all demanding full transparency. This is how ordinary people get destroyed. The red pill truth. The quiet observer knows something most people spend their entire lives missing: your words are currency. Spend them wisely. When you speak constantly, you become predictable. Your patterns are readable. Your weaknesses are visible. Your triggers are mapped. But the person who speaks selectively, they control the narrative without ever owning it. They say one sentence in a meeting, and everyone remembers that sentence, not the 50 others from the loud guy. Why? Because rarity creates value. If you're the observer, your silence is strategy. Let others fill the vacuum. They'll expose their position, their fears, their next move. You respond when you've already won. In negotiations, in romance, in conflict, the person who speaks last speaks from power, not desperation. If you're vulnerable to this, watch for the pattern. The person who only speaks when it matters. The person whose words you find yourself replaying. That's someone playing the game at a higher level. The invisibility advantage. The blue pill lie. To succeed, you need to network. Build relationships. Be memorable. Stand out. Everyone wants to be seen. Everyone wants their moment. Everyone's performing for the camera. So they do. And they burn out. The red pill truth. The quiet observer has discovered the ultimate advantage, invisibility in plain sight. While everyone else is competing for attention, they're exempted from scrutiny. While others are watched, judged, and torn apart, the observer moves between worlds undetected. No one's threatened by them. No one's jealous. No one's keeping score. And that's when they're most dangerous. They attend your gathering. They say almost nothing. Months later, they've quietly positioned themselves into your inner circle. Dates your friend. Gets hired at your company. Knows your family better than you do. Not through effort. Through strategic presence. If you're the observer, this is your superpower. People lower their defenses around you because you don't seem threatening. Use this to understand systems, people, and opportunities that others can't see. But understand this power attracts darkness. Use it to build or to destroy, the psychology doesn't care which. If you're being observed, never mistake quiet for weakness. The person who notices everything and says nothing is running calculations you can't see. The conclusion, final warning. Here's the truth they won't teach you in school or therapy. The world is divided into watchers and the watched. Most people spend their entire lives performing. Speaking. Explaining. Defending. Justifying. They leave evidence everywhere. Their psychology is an open book. The quiet observer doesn't play that game. They understand that power isn't about being seen, it's about seeing. It's about knowing the score while everyone else is still reading the rules. It's about moving through the world like you're reading subtitles everyone else missed. But here's the warning, this path isolates you. The observer often becomes untouchable in the worst way. No genuine connection. No real trust. Just strategy and calculation forever. They win every game but lose the meaning of playing at all. So the question isn't whether to become the observer. The question is, what do you do with what you see? Have you ever been read by someone who barely knew you? Have you realized mid-conversation that someone had mapped you out long before you ever noticed them? Tell us in the comments. Let's see who's watching.